everybody, welcome to YB STARLIGHT. Today we welcome the artistic mind behind one of the top streetwear labels in the country, Mr. Arindam Bora from Valkrye Clothing. Hi,
Hi,
thank you
Yogina.
so
How
much.
are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. It's an absolute pleasure speaking to you. I hope everything is good. I hope you've been good during the quarantine, during the lockdown.
Yeah, thank
And
you so much. So thank you so much for joining YB STARLIGHT and for your support.
my pleasure, my pleasure. Yogina, I think you're just lagging. What you're saying, it's coming a second later. One
Okay,
second, yeah?
yeah,
One sec.
sure, no worries.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
Yeah, perfect. This is perfect
okay,
now.
is it better for you?
So yeah. No, no, it's fine. Now this is perfect. Tell me.
Yes, so a little about Vibe. Vibe is an art curation platform for all of the artists. We also have an e-commerce where these artworks can be sold.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Can I ask you when did you start this? This was a thing that you came up during the
Yes,
lockdown?
so during the lockdown, actually in March 28th, so like I was an artist myself, so I was like do digital design, graphics. I used to do
Amazing, amazing.
I used to do classical dance, so I thought why not help the artists?
Sure, sure. Perfect. It's a lovely thing. Great. I
Thank
wish you
you.
all the luck.
Thank you so much. So to get us started, what got you into streetwear?
So, firstly, I've always been a hip hop fan, and I've been listening to hip hop, rap, not
Yeah,
R&B per se, but hip hop and rap for a really long time. And it kind of inculcates a culture within you.
yeah,
And I remember from back in the day, I'm not sure if you know these brands. The brands called Fat Farm, Fubu, Sean John. So growing up in India, you didn't have enough access,
yeah,
but whatever we could get whenever your friends etc were traveling, we would always try and cop something. So the love for hip hop and their sense of style is pretty
yeah.
much what got me into this. And yeah, the rest is what you see now.
That is awesome. So where did you get the idea to curate all these artists and come up with custom clothing?
So for the hand painted denim jackets, this was Valkyrie's pretty much been like a year and a half old, but the whole idea was 2 years old. I would see all these jackets done in a very artistic, in a really cool way. I
Yeah,
have always been a fan of denim jackets, and I happened to come across many pages on Instagram, on Pinterest, where those jackets were really cool and people would do
yeah,
really cool stuff with the jackets. However, the biggest problem was that it was priced way too high. For example, an American brand or an European brand. So it was priced way too high. So I came up with an idea where we could take the passion of the artist in India. Unfortunately, artists are not given their
yes,
due in India. They're not looked down upon, but then their value isn't as much
yeah,
as overseas. So I cannot give the artist their full due. I can't give them all the value because I'm not a billionaire. But what I could do is give them a platform where people could showcase and follow their passion, and at the same time I have a competitively priced product for the customers.
I love your designs. Like they're so awesome. They're my
Thanks,
absolute
thanks.
favorite.
Thank you so
So,
much, and you've been a very good customer as well.
what is the curation process like for Arindam Bora?
So the curation process is like, first things first, we try and source the best denims out there. We used to manufacture the denims as well, but in India you cannot manufacture it like how you would find an exact denim jacket to be. So we get most of our denims via Bangladesh, via fabrics via Bangladesh, and then we have ready stock. Then we work with a lot of women artists. We have like 6 women artists, and we have a platform over WhatsApp and other email services. As soon as an order comes across, I put it across in the platform, and whoever's free at that moment gets the order and starts working. And we have our in-house designer who pretty much helps them from time to time. And obviously, we are going back to our feet. COVID has pretty much ruined everything. But yeah, one step at a time. But what things were before, it was very different. We used to also accessorize the jackets. We used to make pins, labels. So we used to have a whole different form of uh, designing. But now we are keeping that on the low for the time being, trying to go one
Yes.
step at a time because the world's not ready yet.
Oh, that's
But
really
yeah,
funny. So, what is your personal style like?
so I like streetwear brands such as Rip and Dip, uh, ASCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much Japan oriented or American streetwear brands. But obviously, you try to support the Indian brands as well, how much ever you can.
Yes.
And yeah, it's pretty much quality. And yeah, I just pretty much go for quality.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So, how did you come up with the idea for t-shirts and jeans?
So the t-shirt is a very new concept, and we've called it Valkrye Customs. Valkyrie Custom
Yeah.
basically means we have an entire array of hip hop inspired t-shirts that our in-house designer keeps making on a regular basis. And
Wow.
apart from that, there's also an option to customize. So we are currently working on an interface, and I think the interface should be ready in the next 10 to 15 days. But like I said, work from home is just not happening in
Yeah.
a country like. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of problems, a lot of issues. You have to keep pushing people. You have to keep telling them, guys, this is a job. I'm paying you to stay at home and work. But whoever understands, understands. Whoever doesn't is just one big hassle. But we're very optimistic that the interface, you're going to love the interface. The interface is going to be fun. You have a lot of fonts to play with,
Yeah.
and it's going to be out pretty soon.
Well, can't wait for it.
Yeah, and the whole idea why I got into t-shirts, because in India you just don't get some big printed t-shirts like how you do
Yeah.
overseas. Like just the t-shirt with massive big movie poster or any other design. Now,
Yeah.
what people do in India is that usually the print is very small. It's lower. You just want a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
printed
Well,
t-shirt, like how you get in America, the old vintage print.
exactly.
So, so we've got some really capable designers with us, and yeah, they keep churning out images, and yeah, it's going good. We've got a great response till now.
Yeah. So, what inspires you? What kind of art do you partake in?
So I really like old fine art that is mixed with a graffiti style,
Yeah.
so that it has the some sense of elegance at the same time chaos.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alec, Alec, right? So the he's a really famous painter as
Yes.
well. Something that is contemporary and something that is mixed with some sort of elegance. So that's my pretty much my art style in terms of painting, and I like graffiti a lot. And yeah, that's it. Graffiti, street art. That's what I
Yeah.
like.
Well, graffitis are also my favorite. Like in the graphics, I would definitely go for the graffiti backgrounds. I
100%.
really love it.
I know, and they're talented people in this country, especially the graffiti artists. They're absolute
Yes.
crazy graffiti artists. It's just a shame that they don't have that exposure that they
Yes,
deserve.
absolutely. Absolutely. So now, do you think that streetwear should be mainstream or just its own niche is better for now?
Uh, Look, there's no particular border in terms of streetwear and stuff. It's just that
Yes.
fashion is changing every day, and people are moving towards the whole streetwear vibe. I mean, girls like to dress in a very loose t-shirt, whereas tuck it in with some jeans. So it's a personal thing, I think. And what is mainstream? Mainstream is another form of success. So streetwear moving into mainstream is pretty much it's being openly adopted by everyone, and everyone loves this form of style. They feel the vibe. They feel how they feel when they wear
Yes.
clothes in a certain way. It's a form of self-esteem, a self-appraisal.
Yes, absolutely. So, what is the next step for Valkyrie Clothing?
So, like I said, as of now, our interface is the main thing. So we'll have Valkyrie Clothing and Valkyrie Customs. We're going to make jackets. And like I said, how we were doing before, I want to
Yes.
bring it back. But then again, that requires a massive office space that we had to give up because of COVID. Lots more designers. We got to make sure you got to hire the right designers. So it's a step-by-step process because the world is slowly opening up. It's never going
Yeah.
to bounce back. It's never going to bounce back. And I mean, it will bounce back, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
going to
taking
take a
things
long time.
slowly. So as of now, we are focusing on the t-shirts because the t-shirts we printed via DTG machine, and a lot of orders come because this is something that is not there. A lot of
Yeah.
t-shirt companies are there in India, but they simply take a picture from Pinterest. They don't even modify it. They just simply just print the same thing. So we are trying to become a little bit more modern, like
Yeah.
not just take a picture out of Pinterest, but actually add creative value to it and work with different elements.
Wow, that's really nice, and I can't wait for it actually. So,
You'll love it, yeah.
so any experiences from your pop-ups and curation events that you would like to share particularly?
Uh, I mean, we've done pop-ups everywhere. We've done in Bangalore, Bombay, Calcutta, a really prestigious one called India Story, and they just I mean, people when they see a bunch of jackets painted in different ways, spray painted, firstly they are really amazed, and they would always like to see the paint. Oh, does it come out, does it not come out? You know, human mind, it's normal,
Yeah.
curiosity. And what excites me the most, the whole idea of them, like, oh my god, are these hand painted? Oh my god, these are so cool. So that's kind of motivating, that's encouraging. We've had great response all over, and yeah, it's fun. It's something new, it catches the people's eye, and
Yes, absolutely.
that's what keeps you alive. You know, especially the pop-ups and stuff, a lot of people pass by, there's a whole rack of it, so they really enjoy the site. It's colorful, it's appealing, and yeah, it keeps you going. It's very encouraging.
That is nice. So, what is the one thing you'd like to say to all of the artists and viewers out there?
uh, don't keep doing what you do. I know times are difficult, but there's never been a better time to innovate, to create, and the whole world is changing, and that's it. Pave your own path, make the next thing the hit sensation. Anyone can do it. It just requires a lot of determination. So don't give up. I mean, just keep doing what you do, and it's the best time to innovate, best time to come up with something new.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this inspiring words. And one thing I'd like to ask you, what do you think about the white platform?
No, it's amazing what you're doing, and like I said, you know, great things have come out of this quarantine and this lockdown, and what you're doing is absolutely fantastic.
Thank
And I really hope you have a bigger audience soon, and you grow. I know it's one step at a time, but
you.
it's
Yes.
really fun, and you're really excited. And the main thing is that you're very enthusiastic about it, and that's the most important thing, pretty much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Your words mean a lot to me. And thank you so much for this amazing jacket. I love the
Thank you so
design.
much.
It's really awesome.
Yes,
And this is my absolute favorite design, which I love. It's
this came out
amazing.
really well. This came out
Yeah.
really well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for
But yeah,
these jackets.
thanks, thanks, Yogina. It was
Thank
absolute
you.
pleasure,
And thank you
and I
so
hope
much for joining White Starlight.
you so much, and I wish you all the best. And I hope
Thank you. Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you so much. Bye.